Hey guys, welcome back to another video here. Thank you for tuning in, and if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to see any specific type of videos, let me know down in the comments below. So this video is going to be about a couple of stocks I see value in the upcoming winter holidays. So the first one I want to talk about is Apple. This should be a no-brainer. So we have the iPhone 12 that's coming out. We have a whole line of, iPads, and probably what's soon going to be released on the 10th that they're going to announce is a new line of MacBooks. So we have this huge lineup coming for Apple, or that's already out, and I think this is going to be very key going into the holiday season, especially the iPhone 12. Many people are going to want to upgrade their phones because there's been a lot of research that's been done that shows that there's going to be this huge cycle with the 5G. A lot of iPhone users, they haven't upgraded their phones, 3 to 2 years, and that now since the iPhone 12 has came out, this is going to be a huge incentive to upgrade their phone just because they've had their phone for quite some time. And I think this is going to be huge for Apple's next quarter. So Q1 of next year, only a couple months away. It's already November and it's in February. So I think in the next quarter this is going to be huge for Apple. Apple had their previous earnings. They exceeded expectations, not by a lot, but I think that's primarily due, or I know it's primarily due to because the previous iPhone sales, the iPhone 12 sales were not on this current or last quarter just because the iPhone 12 just came out. And also not to mention that they opened the Apple store in India now, so that's a huge consumer market. India has the second largest population in the world, so that opened up an enormous population, marketing size to where Apple is now targeted to. So I think in the upcoming months, Apple is going to see this huge price momentum up, and other analysts are thinking the same thing. So Apple is going to be on my watch list in the upcoming months, and I'm already in a position right now. So on the technical side, let's just take a look at it. So I have these zones charted out where they're important, where I normally take entries where these zones are at. So let's take a look. So back in August, we had this huge run up, and this is probably due to the Japanese company SoftBank just buying up equities and option contracts. Then we cooled off. We sold off, and now we've been in this area kind of consolidating. So we had this huge run up, and now we're just consolidating. So what I think is going to happen, as I mentioned in my last video, we've had this huge run up due to elections. There was a lot of uncertainty before dealing with, who's going to win the presidency, stimulus talks. But now we have a good idea who's going to win, and we are pretty certain that stimulus is coming in January just because Biden has promised that. So I think this is going to be huge for the technology sector. They're going to start seeing a lot of consumers pouring in during this holiday season. And especially due to the coronavirus, more people are staying at home, so they're using these devices. So I think Apple is going to be one of those stocks that you need to look out for this holiday season. As you can see, Apple has had a good track record. If it's hard to lose money if you invest in Apple. If you're a bag holder, this is a stock that you need to buy in, because every time Apple has had a dip, it's just going up from there. Apple has been a solid growth company, and especially their dividends. A lot of investors hold this for their dividends. So this is just an overall good company to be in. But from the technical standpoint, it's not looking bad either. We've had this consolidation period, and I think we're ramping up to come to all-time highs, possibly in November and December, just because of this holiday season. Now, another stock that's been on my watch list is Amazon. Amazon is one of those stocks too where in the technology sector, I think it's going to have a really good run up. Amazon absolutely killed earnings. They had an amazing Q4. Now, though, when they announced earnings, it's sold off. So you might ask, why did it sell off? Well, this is why you don't do earning plays as you say it, because just because they had good earnings doesn't mean it'll shoot up. And like you see, this happened last week. You know, this happened at the end of October, and we were seeing a clear downtrend in tech, and this just happened to happen. Tech happened to have been selling off, and Amazon went with it. But this week, it's kind of funny because I said this week is what I expected tech to have happened last week, but it's okay. And I think a lot of this was due to election uncertainty, as I mentioned in my last video. But Amazon is one of those on my radar that I think will be a good one to have during the holiday season. Just like I stated with Apple, you know, more people are at home, and especially with Amazon, you know, it's an online store, and just the things they do are amazing. So more people will be ordering online because they don't want to get out in the stores and do their Christmas shopping. They feel a lot safer due to COVID to order from home and just have it delivered to your doorstep. So that's why I think Amazon will have an amazing holiday season and a really good Q1 going into next year. So another one I'm looking at is Facebook. So as you can see, let's chart this out based on a technical side. So back in mid-October, we were selling off. So this is general support right here. And then during August and September, we hit these all-time highs. So this is the areas we need to look at here. As you can see, we sold off. So we needed to cool off, just like with Apple and Amazon. We cooled off the month of September, and then we had a choppy month of October. However, now, once again with elections, Facebook, it's a lot more influenced by elections just because they do political ads just like Twitter. So this necessarily doesn't follow. It does follow technology, but it's had catalysts that has been swaying it. But now, since I think that now that elections are over, I think Facebook will be a good stock to invest in, because Facebook has had a lot of trouble, you know, with censoring ads, you know, not doing ads for the election. So now that that's over and that uncertainty is over, I think we'll have a good run up on Facebook, and we are starting to flirt with all-time highs again. You know, this week that we've had has been awesome for tech. We've just had this huge run up. So I think going into next week and the rest of the holiday season, that Facebook will be a good stock to have, just because it has done, you know, so well in the past. Just look at Facebook. So it's a good stock to have in your portfolio in general. And from a technical standpoint, we've been just consolidating. We've been in this range. Once we had this normal push up, we sold off, we cooled off, and now we've just been slowly making higher highs and higher lows. So we've just had this good run up, and now we're pulling back a little bit. And so you can say Friday was the dip buy. However, I was looking more of a pullback for most of the technology sector, but we didn't get it. We did pull back in the morning, as I mentioned in the election video, and then we just pushed up the whole day. So that's why I was that gave me, you know, a signal to go that I think we're going to be rocking Monday. I think Monday is going to be a green day. So that's why I think Facebook is a good stock to be in. Now, since I discussed Facebook, Apple, and Amazon, obviously Microsoft is also a very good one to be in. You know, we had the sell-off just like with Apple and Amazon, and election week we just seen this huge push up, you know. Now this is up there too. It probably needs to cool off, but like I mentioned before, I thought the pullback was going to happen Friday and we were going to have a much bigger one, but we didn't. So that showed me that there aren't a lot of sellers right now and that the buyers are really in control. So I think we're going to have a rocking day Monday, and that we could possibly, like I mentioned before, have all-time highs once again in November and December. So this is, like I said, a good one to have for your portfolio going into the holiday season, because the Xbox is coming out. The new Xbox is coming out, and a lot of, you know, people are going to be wanting that for Christmas. So that would just be another incentive for Q1 to be good, as well as Microsoft is an overall great company in general, you know, their PCs and all of that and other cloud services they have. So this is a good stock once again to have in going into the holiday season. So those were a couple stocks I believe that would do well this holiday season. You know, let me know down in the comments what you're in or what you're looking to get in. And once again, if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next video.